Anyway, it's Alina Seven. Welcome to The Hustle each and every Tuesday right here at WLVS Radio, right across from, yes, Howard University, my alma mater right there. Grew up down the street, so everybody knows that. But anyway, I it's interesting. It's just been a real interesting time for me. But some of my guests are en route. So we will have my guest here soon. But up until that time, I'm just going to have, some fun and talk to you about different things. But I do want to say happy Fat Tuesday. That's Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday. So it's been so much fun today. I've just been talking to a variety of people about Mardi Gras. And, a lot of people think that it's all about the fun and stuff like that. And it is. But in case you don't know, it's also about the fact that, it's the last meal before people give up something for Lent. So it's definitely, obviously a Christian holiday, so to speak. But but it's something that people around the world, all over Caribbean, everywhere. It's the kickoff of Carnival. And it's just like really lots of fun and enjoyment where people are having lots of good food and drinks and just enjoying themselves before the last night, basically, of eating and drinking and all of that stuff before Lent. So it's been so much, so I've basically been kind of educating myself like all day about what was Mardi Gras, what was Fat Tuesday, and what was so interesting and incredible about it. So that's really what it was. So happy Mardi Gras. Obviously, I'm in my little gold outfit because I was like, what? I have to celebrate Mardi Gras. I have to enjoy it too. I'm not here eating and drinking, but I definitely am going to enjoy it nonetheless while I wait for my guests to arrive. My guest today is Brandy Sims. I'm excited to have him. I've been knowing Brandy for a little while now. He's a really good friend of mine. He's a sports reporter at the Sentinel in Montgomery County. And if there is anybody that is the go-to guy for what's going on in terms of sports regarding college, high school sports, who's doing what are they doing, when are they doing it, where are they doing it, what schools are they considering? I mean, he was even, asking me stuff about my own kids. So when they were like, considering colleges and things like that. So, I mean, he even knew stuff going on at my son's high school, on his football team, everything. So it's really kind of exciting to have Brandy on my show today. So he's coming. But obviously, I guess traffic got the best of him. So he's running a little behind. Now, so in the midst of that, I definitely wanted to talk about something else that I found to be, what can I say, gut-wrenching. It tugged at me in every part of my psychological and emotional part of my being. And that is I don't know if you've watched it or if you're going to watch it, if you have a desire, if you don't have a desire, that's up to you. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here to tell you to go watch the video or don't watch the video of Michael Jackson. But I will say this, that if you do look at it, you will be torn in a variety of ways. And I just got off the phone with somebody who was on my show last week, obviously, Michael Brown was on my show last week, and Michael revealed that he is working in some capacity with that film, with that docu-series, in trying to maybe get more fairness of coverage, because he felt that it was kind of one-sided or something like that. I'm not his spokesperson, so don't hold me to that. But that's basically what he was telling me to a certain extent. So I got off the phone, and he was asking me some questions, and I was like, Michael, we really needed you to call in today, because I really wanted to get his perspective on what did he feel and how he felt about the representation in that video. And there are some of the things that I didn't know that I just learned. And I know that people are like, well, it's unfair. Michael Jackson is, deceased. Let him rest in peace and all of that stuff. And all of that is true. All of that is true. But what I came across and I learned about that video is that it really had nothing to do with Michael Jackson. It was about the victim's journey in terms of their interactions with Michael Jackson, what they did with him, what their life was like, what their family's life was like. It was that, and it was their healing journey, their journey of healing, and what they needed. That's basically how I see it anyway. What they needed to do to heal, whether you believed that they were at fault, whether you believed that they were lying, or whether you believed that they were telling the truth. This was strictly about their healing. And there are things that I learned that I had no idea. And let me tell you something. I am a huge, and I should say alleged victims, because I don't know if they're really true about what they said. They seem to be credible, but I don't know. And to a certain extent, the credibility of this film is still up for grabs as well, because, and Michael was saying to me a little while ago, we didn't get both sides. We got basically their side. And that's their journey. And I get that piece of it, right? But nonetheless, there was no star that could shine as bright as Michael Jackson to me. There is no star that was as illuminating, as exciting, as interesting. I mean, I don't know if there will ever be a star that shines as bright as Michael Jackson shined to the world. And that was one thing that did come across in that movie, is that he had celebrity on a beloved level. And I'm one of them. I truly loved him. I mean, as an artist. I don't know him as a man, but I know him as an artist, and I respected what he offered as an artist. But I don't know him as a man. And that's something that they offered in this video, in this docuseries. And that's something that I was completely blown away by, is his interaction. If that is to be true, and it's very hard to say, oh, they're totally lying because of certain information that came forward. And these guys are not guys. One of those guys only testified in one of the trials when he was younger, and then he refused to testify for Michael Jackson later on. So I was just shocked, because there would be nothing he could gain from doing this docuseries. So that's why, because I kind of felt like, oh, are they doing this for money? Are they, you know what I mean? Because you can't hurt my beloved Michael Jackson. I mean, what, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? I mean, this is Michael Jackson. I mean, what? I mean, you have got to have lost your mind. So I was just really shocked, blown away by it, but I was more informed. How I feel is my personal business. I don't feel like I need to share what I feel, how I feel regarding that whole situation, because I think that everybody who watches that has a right to feel the way you feel, just like they have a right to tell their story. And they do. They have that right to tell their story, and they have a right to heal. Whether you believe it or not is completely up to you, and I get that. But it was gut-wrenching. It was gut-wrenching, and I will probably never be the same regarding that. And it's changed me forever in several capacities, one way or the other. I'm sorry, I'm just messing with my hair, but you know what? I didn't like something on my hair, so I'm just fixing it. But you know me, I got to make sure and look right. Oh, look who is joined us. Brandy, come on up here and get a seat, boy. What's going on? I haven't seen you. This is all going to be live. This is live. So, this is live right here, TV in every capacity. So, what's going on,
what's going on?
How
Good to
are
see
you?
I'm doing
nice
great.
to see you. Brandy, you got to sit right here.
All right.
Oh, move over. Jacob's like,
All right.
move over. Okay. We are moving over.
All right. Is my mic
Right?
here?
Yeah, that's your mic.
Okay.
All right? That's your mic for you to talk.
All right.
For you to dish some stuff, because we're going to totally
Yeah.
hit you with a whole bunch of stuff. Jacob's like, will you fix your mic? Look, I almost
All right.
just fell too. Okay, Jacob, am I doing it
Sweating.
right?
Had a nice walk up Georgia Avenue.
Oh, you did? Did you walk up all this time? Oh, Lord, look at you.
Coming from Montgomery County.
I understand. Look, I hope I don't fall over here. Okay.
All right.
I know you came from Montgomery County, Sentinel.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes. This guy is so good he is probably the expert of experts for college, high school, and also just like sports memorabilia and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say that too? Oh, what's that?
Yeah, I collected.
Wouldn't you say that
I collected,
too?
as a kid, I collected sports cards. I'm originally from Oakland, California, but
I always,
I collected cards when I was
but
a
wait a minute,
kid,
let me
yeah.
just say this, Brandy, before you say anything about California. You know what's so interesting is that you fool everybody, because everybody thinks like you're like so local, but you're not even born here. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm originally from Oakland, California. I moved here when I was 10 years old, and like I said, I grew up in the DMV though.
You kind of get okay. So you grew up.
I'm a DMV guy.
Yeah, you're a DMV. Enough. I mean, what am I to say? I moved here at 14, so I mean, hello. I'm about as DMV as you. So, did you hear what I said though? Did you watch the Michael Jackson docuseries?
I did not, but I've heard a lot about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard on Facebook. A lot.
You've been reading.
It's getting a lot of pop on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been reading
Social
about
media.
it and stuff, right?
Right.
And so, what do you think about it?
Well, everybody knows Michael Jackson's, his history, his background with kids. With him sleeping with children
With little boys.
Little boys, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was an eccentric individual. It's kind of odd because my idol growing up was Michael Jackson. I mean, I was a big Jackson 5 fan. Had all their 45s. Growing up, I had friends who loved Michael Jackson. I mean, we were all. You were Michael Jackson.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
Kind of funny
there is no star that could shine brighter than Michael Jackson. You know what I mean?
He was my idol.
No.
If I show you some old pictures, you would say that I looked like Michael Jackson when I was a kid.
When you were a kid?
Yeah. When I was like 10 years old, I was a huge Michael. Had all the 45s, the ABC.
What?
The
Lawrence, join us as soon as you can. Sorry, my co-host
Michael
just
Jackson
came
was
in.
my hero.
Michael Jackson was your hero, right?
Yes, growing up.
Yeah, he was mine too.
Yeah, I love
Wow.
Michael Jackson.
I mean, that's why I'm like, hey, Jacob, should I put Lawrence over here? I mean,
You're good.
Okay, so Lawrence gonna go over there?
Oh.
Lawrence is coming. He's right there. Sorry. This is live, but I just want to make sure, because Lawrence, you have an opinion about Michael Jackson. Did you see the Michael Jackson docuseries?
I'm assuming you're talking about Leaving Neverland.
Yes. Did you?
I thought it was a bunch of crap.
Oh my Lord. What? He's talking about it's a bunch of crap. I'm going to smack him. What? It is not a bunch of crap.
Well, what bothers
It's
me...
about their journey, Lawrence. It's about their journey.
Wait a minute now. When
Their journey, the victim's journey.
You
This
can
wasn't
actually-
about
wait a
Michael
minute.
Jackson. This was about their journey. You know that.
you can look
In
this
all
up.
fairness to them, though.
Well, first of all, what bothers me is that why they wait until he's passed to talk about this.
No. That's
Second of
because
all-
it's not it's confused. Lawrence, it's their journey of healing. Remember, These guys, do you know how old they started sleeping in the bed with him? 7, 8 years old.
But
You got your beads. He got his beads. Look,
But
your
actually-
beads will not protect you today.
you can look this up, and you may think I'm crazy, but if people are right-handed and they're telling you a story, and they look to their right, they're lying, because
Oh, so
the
what
left
we're supposed
side-
to do? Ooh,
Wait a
he
minute.
looking to the right.
the
He
left,
looking to the right.
because
Looking
the
to-
right side of your brain is the bullshit section.
Okay, but how
So
you
you're looking
supposed to
to-
do that when somebody is interviewing you
They
from?
did it, both of them. Look at it again.
God, okay.
Their eyes are dark. They keep darting to the right. I mean, I may be
You
wrong,
know what?
but
Are you suffering from iconitis? Brandy, do you know what that is? Iconitis?
Explain it, Elena.
Iconitis is iconitis, meaning you can't get past your belovedness
I gather that, yeah.
for an artist.
well, the thing is, he's not here to defend himself. So
Well, he
I
did
can't
defend
really-
himself. He got plenty of time in court. He defended himself a lot, Lawrence. Come on
But on
now.
that particular charge, didn't they admit they were lying on the particular case that they
No.
tried to get him at?
No, that's why I say you got to watch the film because you got to understand. One of them didn't even bother to testify in the second trial because he said he was done and he realized his silence was creating more victims.
Wow.
And this is, but we have to also remember that this is about sexual abuse too. This ain't about Michael Jackson. So we have to take his celebrity out of it a little bit and give this the proper assessment. But I don't want to have a Michael Jackson talk. We can talk about that when Michael comes in and all that stuff. So we're here to talk with Brandy. So go ahead, Brandy. So what? So you grew up in the DMV.
Right.
What got you so interested in sports though?
Well, I mean, I come from a sports family. Actually, a lot of people don't know. My brother's godfather, who's a good friend of my dad, Roy Shivers is his name.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the first black general manager in the football. He was a GM in the Canadian Football League.
Oh wow.
And like I said, I grew up around a lot of athletes.
See your
You know,
film.
growing up in Gaithersburg, I mean, a lot of talent coming out of Gaithersburg over the years. And
But what made you
Montgomery
so
County-
interested,
I was always
though?
around. I was always around athletes.
Oh, you were always
A lot
around.
of people, a lot of
Okay.
friends, a lot of people I went to school with. You know, were into sports. And I played rec basketball in Montgomery County Rec. And I went to a private school, Newport Prep. Shout out to Newport Prep. Had a chance to play.
Where was that?
It's in Kensington.
Oh, that's in Kensington.
Next to Albert
Oh,
Einstein
okay.
High School.
Okay.
Wheaton
Okay.
Plaza.
That's in
For reference point, yeah, it was near
Wheaton Plaza.
next to Albert Einstein High School.
I know where that is
it's
now.
it's a little reference point, but I played
Okay.
private school basketball
Okay.
for the late Harold Gaither, and actually he was a scout.
Oh.
He was a scout for the Washington Bullets,
The Bullets.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was a
I
Bullet
thought
scout.
I recognized his name.
and he had a summer camp, and you know he knew Wes Unseld and all those old school Bullet players, Kevin Greavy, Bernie Bickerstaff, and all those
Oh
coaches.
my
all
God!
those
You
great
know
players,
everybody,
coaches.
Brandy. I mean, I'm telling you, Lawrence. There is nobody this guy doesn't know because he writes all the time. He writes for the Sentinel, so newspaper. So in Montgomery County, so he covers like all the sports. Okay. So just tell us who are some of the top people, some of the top high school kids that we need to be like checking in our area. Anybody that we need to be looking at like right now?
Right now, well, I
In
covered
high school?
Kevin Durant. I covered him when he was in high school, but we all know about Kevin's his
Did you
accolades
know he was going further?
and his success.
You knew he was going.
I mean, Stu Vetter told me before, you know, when I did the story when he transferred from Oak Hill to Montrose that he was a great player, and
Right.
he's proven everybody right,
Right.
how great he was.
Top three player.
but I didn't know he'd be, you know, as great as he was, as
Right.
great as he is, and he's, you know. As we all know, I mean, he's a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah.
He'll be in the
But
Hall of
it's
Fame
a
one day.
lot of like talent right here in this
Yeah.
area. Got a lot of like
Yeah.
high school, basketball players. There is a lot of talent when it comes for basketball.
And I was
out of this area.
I was at Gaithersburg High School actually last night. I went there for a year, but they have two great players who are only sophomores: Jawa Tuka and Jordan Hawkins. Those are two players to look out for at Gaithersburg High School.
Right now.
They're only sophomore, and Ja just scored his 1,000th point. He surpassed the 1,000th point. He's
Already?
scored over 1,000 points in his career.
What?
He's only a sophomore.
What?
Yeah,
No
so he's-
way.
He's
my
he's a player
goodness.
he's a player to keep your eye on. He's only in the 10th
Wow.
grade, as well as Jordan Hawkins. They're both only 10th graders.
Okay, so they're kind of okay. Do you know a Casey Marcel? No.
Yeah, well, I've heard of him. St. John's, right?
Yes,
is he
that's
St. John's?
right.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
What? No way.
Yeah.
My sister is friends with his family, so and
Yeah.
he used to play baseball with my kids when they were younger. But so I hear he's a pretty good
WCAC
recruit.
is the best
Yeah,
conference.
he's going to what UVA? I think my sister told me, or somewhere, right? UVA. I think she'll send me something. She'll send me a text and tell me yes.
I mean, WCAC is the best. I mean, I've been covering that conference for years. I mean, they put out a ton of players. I mean, you got not only DeMatha, but I mean, St. John's, O'Connell, Gonzaga.
Yep.
Who just won the WCAC championship? Steve Turner.
Yes.
Is their
I
coach.
know Coach
Yeah.
Turner. Yes,
Yep.
I know him. He
Actually,
was there when my nephew was
he
there.
coached at New West. I met him. I met him when he was coaching at my alma mater back in the day. He was
Really?
an assistant basketball coach under Chris Cheney at Newport Prep.
Okay.
This is back in the 90s. They had DeMar Johnson, Rodney White, Delonte Hill. I mean, those guys went on to do great things. DeMar played in the NBA.
Oh, wow.
And I think Newport had like 3 players who were drafted in the NBA, drafted into the NBA,
Okay.
former alums.
Wow. Okay. So let's just switch real quick to college, right?
Right.
We know who's coaching over at Georgetown, and we know he's on his second year. Disregard me. I'm trying to get
Right.
settled. Okay. We know he's coaching on his second year. What do we think of him so far? Lawrence, you can weigh in too. What do you guys think about Coach Patrick Ewing at Georgetown? Is he doing good? What's he doing?
Well, he was doing good. I mean, he's going to take some time. But
He's improving though this year, right?
yeah.
What do you think? How you doing? What's your
Well,
assessment so far?
Georgetown has a history.
It does have a legacy,
Yeah, a lot of
but
legacy. He played for the great John Thompson, and he's following that legacy of Georgetown basketball.
right.
And he was instrumental in putting Georgetown basketball on the map. Mm-hmm. It became a powerhouse. Actually, I was when I must have been like 6th, 7th grade. I went to John Thompson's basketball camp.
Okay.
And it was the summer before Ewing was an incoming freshman that summer.
Right.
They went on to play in the national championship against North Carolina that following season.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What? Excellent! Look at you, God, Brady, you're
And
everywhere.
Yep.
You are everywhere. Wow. So what you say, Lawrence? You think Patrick Ewing's doing good, or do you think it's just going to take a little while?
Well, I think it'll get better. He has to, let's say, rebuild the reputation because we did kind of fall off a little bit in recruiting. Mm-hmm. But I think it'll take maybe 2 or 3 years. I think.
You think it'll take a little
Yeah,
longer?
basically, they have to do something and get to the tournament and do something.
Right.
To kind of get the reputation back. Mm-hmm. And not exactly make the Final Four, but they got to make some noise somewhere.
But do you think that Patrick can take them there? You think
again, it depends on the
he
recruiting.
can take them? It depends on the recruiting. I think it's going to take a long time.
I
don't know about that one. What you think?
It's going to take a rebuilding process, but
Yeah.
but Patrick Ewing is the perfect,
He's the perfect. You
perfect
think
guy,
so?
to lead that effort.
You think he has the right temperament for that team? Where they need to be,
I think
like,
so. I mean, he's Georgetown basketball.
He's Georgetown all the way.
He's the face of Georgetown basketball.
Right.
If there's one guy who's the face of Georgetown basketball,
It's him.
It's Patrick Ewing.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's harder now because a lot of guys, if they get to a certain level, they want to leave after 1 or 2 years. So, recruiting as far as, a lot of guys, it's rare that someone stays 4 years when they're at a certain talent level. So that's something else you got to contend with that John Thompson didn't really have to worry about.
Right. But we want the old Georgetown back. You know what I'm saying? Remember those days?
Yeah, I do.
Alonzo Mourning, you know what I mean? We want that George. I can remember being young, but I mean, I would see them walking in Georgetown. I'd be like, oh my God, those are the guys.
I can remember going to the Capitol Center. I think it was the USA Arena when Allen Iverson was a freshman. I was working for the Gazette newspaper.
Okay.
They sent me to do a story on a guy named Jerome Williams. Some of you might know Jerome. And Allen Iverson was a freshman on that team. And I just remember Allen Iverson as a freshman, how amazing he was, on the basketball court.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would see Alonzo quite often because Alonzo's wife, Tracy Morning, and I were in journalism
Howard
class
University.
together. So she
Go
was in
HU.
my journalism class, so I would see Tracy every day. We saw each other a lot, so I know Tracy and wish her the best. Though I hear that her and Alonzo are going through a divorce right now, but so praying and hoping that things work out for them. So okay. So moving on to the pro level. And I don't know if people realize this, but this is the last month. This is what? Win or lose, right? Either you make the cut.
It's March. Yeah, it's March Madness, right?
It's March Madness, but it just ain't March Madness for the NCAA. It's March Madness for the pros too. You either make the cut or you don't. Okay? The Wizards, are they making the cut or are they out?
Well, I mean, they don't have, without John Wall.
Really?
And
What?
And
Brandy! What? Brandy, you cannot come in this station anymore. What are you talking about? I'm just playing. What are you talking about, John Wall? They're playing better than they've ever played. They just beat the Trailblazers the other day. Come on now.
Okay.
John Wall.
They're gonna need some firepower.
They're gonna need some firepower
to go deep. To go deep into the postseason. You're gonna need some firepower. I mean, they have some talented players.
Do you like
Bradley Beal.
the added on value of Jabari and Bobby Portis, Jabari Parker, Bobby Portis, and the third guy, I forget his name, the other one that they brought on the team when they switched out. They traded Markieff Morris, Wesley Johnson. I don't know how I forgot his name, but Wesley. Do you like the added value of them to this team? Do you like the matchups now? Do you like the team building that I see them playing? They're playing much more team basketball. What do you think?
I mean,
what are your thoughts?
They have some good pieces. They have some good pieces of the puzzle. I mean, but maybe they just. I mean, I've been saying this for years. Maybe you need a dominant big man to.
And you don't think that Bobby Portis is enough for them?
I don't think so.
What about Thomas Bryant? Not enough.
I mean,
Not strong enough. That means they're good.
They're quality players. They're solid players. But I don't know if they have. I don't know if they have.
Bobby Portis.
What it takes to take them to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But Bobby Portis, I think, what did he have the other day? Like 25 points or something like that. I mean, he had 26 and 12. Did you know that? He outscored Beal. Beal had like 22 or something.
He's a talented player. Like I said, they have some talent. I mean, they've always had talent.
But you don't think
individuals.
that they can,
but I mean, you need to be able to work that together into a team.
Yeah. So you don't
chemistry.
think they'll improve their playoff number?
I mean,
because I think they're like two behind. I think they're 2 out or something like that from making the playoffs. I don't know if they can do that with 26 and 37. That's their record.
Well, the problem is they keep losing to whoever the 8th and 7th seeds are.
The what?
They've lost to the 8th and the 7th seeds multiple times. I mean, I think it was who's in 8th. I forgot who the 8th seed was, but they had a chance to kind of leapfrog.
Might have been Miami or something. I don't know. Atlanta. Somebody.
Yeah, they're not beating the right people.
But but think about, they've had a lot of drama though this season, right? What do you think about the whole John Wall situation?
In terms of, you mean the injuries?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, injuries are part of the game, and you have to be able to work through those. Every team's gonna have injuries, Atlanta, and the team that's able to work through those, and what they say, the next man up. Someone's gonna have to step up and fill that role.
Right.
That's the way sports is, unfortunately. I mean, people get hurt. Injuries are part of the game. And if someone is hurt, there has to be someone on that team who's able to step up and fill a role. Right.
Yeah. But do you think though that they should have given him so much money so quickly? I'm not talking about the 80. The 80 is fine. I get that. I'm talking about the 169 million that they gave. And he hadn't won anything yet.
Yeah, I was at that press conference too. I remember.
Right?
Yeah.
You were at which press conference?
When he got that big, that was a couple years.
That's when they extended his contract.
Yeah, the contract extension. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't really want him playing with Beal and with Otto, and he was about to be making less than them. Because remember, he's playing on an $80 million contract. Bradley Beal got 129, Otto had gotten 100, so they were like, we have to up the ante on John Wall. A lot of people don't know that, but that's really what happened behind the scenes. So that kind of came back and bit them in their ass, right?
Right.
I mean, that's a big bite.
Yeah.
$169 million.
Whoa.
That's a big bite, right? Yeah. So.
Yes, it is.
So
Huge.
talk to me about, what do you think? So where do you think Anthony Davis is going to end up? You think the Lakers just totally
he's somebody the Wizards
this
could
deal?
use, but I don't think they're going to get him.
Yeah,
He's someone they should try to go after, but I don't think they're going to.
Do they have? Would they have enough money for him though?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
no. The $169 million, even when they got rid of Otto and they got rid of Oubre and Markieff, I don't even think that was enough, because they still have people like Jan Mahimi sitting on the bench making $64 million for like another 2 years or another year and a half or something like that. So, they've done themselves in. So I don't know. I mean, a lot of struggling going on, a lot of struggling. So what you think's going on? What would you say about the West? Can LeBron take the Lakers and move them, or are they completely out of playoff contention? Are they out?
I'm partial. Since I'm from Oakland, I'm partial to
I know.
to Golden State, and I covered Kevin Durant when he was.
We know you're partial to Golden
so I'm
State.
partial to Golden State.
We know quite a few people who are partial to Golden State, including my daughter. Drives me crazy. I'm like, huh? She loves Golden State. I'm like, you're such a traitor. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, I've been a Golden State fan long before.
That's because you're from Oakland.
Right.
So we give you a pass.
I remember going to Golden State games when they were playing, when Kareem was playing for the Lakers, and they were booing Kareem. Out in Oakland at the Golden State Warrior Laker games. Yeah, I remember they were booing Kareem.
But what was Golden State doing back then, though?
Rick Barry was a star player back in the day, back in the 70s.
Okay.
I guess I'm dating myself, but yeah, I remember back in the 70s, Golden State Warriors, and I'm trying to think if they have won a championship back then. But I remember, but Rick Barry was one of the top players in that franchise.
So, do you think LeBron is going to mess up his legacy, though? Think this is going to be it, though, for him? I mean, he's gotten injured, too. You saw that game last night?
Yeah, I don't know if this Lakers team with LeBron, even though they have LeBron, a great player, has enough
firepower
for an NBA championship, to be honest.
Yeah, to get out of the West.
Right.
And to beat a Golden State. They definitely don't have that. No, absolutely not. I don't even know if they would have that even if you brought Kyrie. Right? I don't really know that if that would even work with Kyrie. I don't know. What you think? Was that enough? I think you need even more firepower because, you got Kevin Durant sitting over there. If Kevin Durant don't hurt you, Draymond hurt you. If Draymond doesn't hurt you, then Iguodala hurts you. If Iguodala doesn't hurt you, then Boogie hurts you. And then God knows what Steph Curry and Clay going to be doing. It's ridiculous.
They're loaded.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, anybody who likes that team, really, to me, anybody who likes that team is just a complete sellout. That's all. I'm just going to say that. You're just a sellout, okay? You're just taking the easy way out of it. That's all you're doing. You're not working hard. That team wins. They don't even have to. They'll be like, Boogie, stay home this weekend. We don't even need you, Boogie. Kevin, that's okay. Why don't you feel a little cough in your chest? Aw, sit out this game. We don't need you this game. Doesn't that make you sick? Doesn't that make you sick? I'm like, you know what? Someone needs to go. I'm going to go trip one of them. No, but I'm just... I thought about doing that one time when they were playing in Texas. What would happen if they tripped on on something. No, I'm just playing. But no, I just think that they're really talented, but they're like boring. They are boring. Do you like watching them just totally bully a team, just destroy a team? Do you like that?
Oh, I like watching Steph Curry shoot the rock.
Well, the reason because you've seen it so many times.
That's because he's from Oakland. Huh? What'd you say, Lawrence?
You've seen him do it so many times.
Yeah, it's boring now. I'm just saying, it's boring. Okay, so Doc Rivers, where is he gonna go? Where is he gonna go? Do you think he'll stay with the Clippers after this year? I don't think so.
Good question.
He's going to the Lakers.
Good question.
I think LeBron is gonna say, "Bring Doc here."
Doc's a great coach.
Did you see them destroy the Lakers last night? The Clippers. They're a good team though. They're not bad. They're really not bad. Okay, so let's get into baseball too, because I have some questions for you before you go. Bryce Harper, was he worth all that? 13 years? Ugh.
Probably not.
Okay, so why did they do that then? Explain to me why baseball makes those kind of decisions. I just don't get that. How does Scott Boras have that kind of power in this league? Why does he always seem to get his players the money? And I mean, he just always taking things to the next level. He really is like the LeBron of agents.
Yeah, he's a great agent.
I mean, how is it that he is so successful though? How do you get Bryce Harper, who literally had a batting average? Do you know his batting average went down? Do you know how low it got last season?
No.
It got close to 190. You know that, right?
I do now.
No, I'm serious. I was watching. I was like, okay, I want to see how low Bryce Harper's batting average goes. How do you? I mean, I'm just saying. Then it went back up, but it only got to 260. It's not 290 like Machado is. Machado is an infielder. Bryce Harper is a left-handed right outfielder. How is that? And he can hit. Okay, he can hit some home runs. Go ahead.
Yeah, Bryce is a once-in-a-lifetime type of player. I mean, a player like that only comes around once in a lifetime.
What? That can just power
I mean, he
home runs?
Yeah, he's amazing. I mean, I think they should have made a more concerted effort to keep him aboard, pay him the money.
They were already giving him $300 million. They already were trying to sign him, though.
But I mean, he's a player that puts the butts in the seats. He puts fans in the seats.
Okay, I will agree with you.
People come to watch him.
I will agree with you on one thing. We don't have anybody that's got the star attached, the brightness, the lights. And the only reason why I think Bryce Harper is like that is because he reminds us when he takes his cap off. He looked like Elvis to me a little bit. He got a little Elvis going on. I don't know if it's because he's from Vegas and all of that stuff out there, but he got a little Vegas Elvis kind of thing going on. What you think?
Yeah, he got that hairstyle, that slick.
So who's the next star then at the Nationals? What are we gonna do? It's gonna be a boring time watching manager. Train wreck manager.
You got Ryan Zimmerman. He's but he's an older veteran. I mean, you got. Like I said, Bryce Harper was a guy. He was a star. The face of the team, face of the Major League Baseball. And
you don't think Scherzer is interesting?
Yeah, he's a good player. But
what about Strasburg?
Strasburg's a great pitcher. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Bryce Harper. I mean, no one like him. He's one of a kind.
One of a kind.
I think.
Really?
I think.
So you don't think Juan Soto can step up and do what he's doing? Bryce Harper did?
I don't think
Juan Soto?
I don't think so.
Why? Because he's like 19 or 20?
I could be wrong, but I guess we'll have to wait and see, right?
See, you buying in. That's because you're buying in to that whole Scott Boras. Scott Boras makes you feel like his players are the best thing since sliced bread. Ain't nothing like Bryce. Oh no, ain't nothing like Bryce. Really? But his batting average is what? He strikes out how many times? What's his on-base percentage? Come on, Brandy. But you got him 300 and what? 50 million? Are you kidding me? For Bryce, 13 years? For what?
Someone was.
He's only been
someone
good.
Was going to pay
he
him,
has
so
only been good Since when? That one year he got MVP. That's it. He had a batting average of almost 190 last season. I was like, what? That's the only thing is he got some stardom to him, but otherwise, that's a waste of money. They're going to be sitting up there paying him like they had to pay Worth. Remember how Worth was making all those mistakes in the field, missing balls, all kind of stuff, but yet he made the most money that he had ever made his last year of playing because they deferred, and then that's when he made a lot of his money.
And I think the Nationals and Phillies are supposed to play April 2nd, I believe is the date.
Yep.
That they play in D.C.
In D.C. April the 2nd. Ooh,
Yeah.
Lord. Okay, so let's talk about the go-go. Do you know anything much about the go-go?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little
but let's
bit.
get Lawrence in on this. Lawrence, tell us about the go-go real quick, and then we'll ask Brandy his opinion about the Capital City Go-Go. You know, we are committed to not just talking about pro basketball, not just talking about college, not just talking about high school. We're also talking about semi-professional leagues as well because they need love too. Huh. So we, in an effort to continue that, we will always talk about the Capital City Go-Go. Plus, I know Pops Mensa Bonsu, and he was right here, and he was like, and the only way that I could get him to do my show was to say that I was going to give his team some love. So Capital City Go-Go, we're always going to talk about. Give us an update. By the way, I was supposed to go. So if any of you guys are watching and know that I was supposed to go to the game the other day, but my heat went out. And do you know what that's like? I've gone a whole week with no heat on my first floor in my house. 40 degrees. Well, maybe not 40. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Okay, it's 50 degrees. But still, it felt like 40. Do you know what that's been like for a whole week? No heat on my first floor? Oh, terrible. But anyway, so I had to order a part, all of that stuff. So now hopefully it comes in tomorrow and I will finally get heat. But my heat went out the other day and I almost like panicked because nobody could figure what was wrong with my system. But we found out that it was the motor in one of my furnaces. So anyway, so I say all that to say, because we just keep it real here. Go ahead, Lawrence. So tell me, you went to the game, right?
No.
Oh. Lawrence, did your furnace go out?
I have. Well, I'll tell you off the air about a little mishap, but no, I didn't. I did not get a chance to see them. But I had been watching. I didn't see that particular game.
Okay, well, Matt Quinn was totally expecting us, so you know what happens when they expect you and you don't show at the games? They really get a little perturbed with you, so they will be perturbed with us a little bit.
I would like to talk to him personally, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't like what happened to me, but.
Oh, what happened?
I don't want to talk trash on the air, so I just.
No. We got to be careful about that. We don't want to talk too bad. Yeah. Okay, so let's just talk. What do you think about the Capital City Go-Go?
Well, I think it's needed. There's a lot of talent. The DMV is a basketball hotbed. A lot of people say it's Redskins. I think a lot of talent coming out this area, and it really develops a lot of those guys. A lot of the, I guess, other players who are maybe not at the NBA level, but I think De La Ojo played for them, and then Devin Sweetney.
Yes.
I know those guys. And helps
Jason Randall
give them a good run.
There.
Yeah.
Thomas Bryant was from that team. Also, what's the other guy? The guy that makes all the threes. Now they've moved him up. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name.
It'll come to you.
Yeah, it'll come to me in a minute. But I think it's a great opportunity. I think that we need to do more to support them in our community. Go out, buy tickets. They have really a good parking structure area for you to get tickets. For you to attend the game. It's not, people are like, oh, it's on St. Elizabeth's campus. What is that about, right? Because that's kind of why I was like, oh, okay, let me see what's going on here. But no, it's really laid out nicely for you to attend the game. I would recommend them. And plus, the seating is a little bit different. You are so up close to the action. You are like right there to watch the game. It's really close. You just do like this, and you could be like this with the players. I mean, it's really close. I think the whole design of that is so wonderful, and I think that that's a great opportunity for guys to come out, test their skills, and see if they have what it takes to play on the pro level. Plus, they can get sent up to the pro level as well. They have two-way contracts for them. They've really developed the G League in such a positive way for guys. I'm inspired by it, and I really recommend that everybody go out and try to support the Capital City Go-Go and go see these guys play. Really, it's a fun outing. I cannot tell you. It's so much fun, and it's a beautiful facility out there, that sports complex out there. What's it called? Sports arena or something.
I heard about
Sports
it.
and entertainment arena.
I haven't been there. I've seen pictures.
It is nice. No, it is nice. Go out, and the tickets are so cheap. They're only I think $8 or something.
It's nice. It's
You
family
can take
entertainment. Right. It's family fun.
Fun.
Entertainment, yes.
Yeah, family entertainment. I mean, it's so much fun. So, what do you think about the team? I think
It's a nice development for players who want to.
But the team is doing well.
Yeah.
The team is doing well. Hey, they're the one team around here that's going to make the playoffs. And we need to remember that they are making the playoffs, right? Aren't they making the playoffs, Lawrence?
Maybe it's that facility they're playing. Maybe Wizards need to play there.
Is that what it is?
I think the Mystics.
It's a lot of luck.
I think the Mystics are scheduled to play there.
Yeah, no. The Mystics will be playing there this year as well.
Yeah.
That's going to be the bomb. And the Mystics, hello. Who's not going to go see them? What do you think about them, the Mystics and the Redskins?
They're DC teams that get a lot of support from the fans, local fans. Like I said, the Redskins, a lot of people love the Redskins. And we got the draft coming up in another month, and I think they're talking about drafting the quarterback.
Yeah, but I heard that they're looking at Josh Rosen, right? Isn't that what I saw?
That's what I've heard.
That's what I saw today.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. You think that might be a good fit for us?
I don't know.
You don't know about that one?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know if Josh Rosen is the answer. I mean, I didn't get to see much of him. He played out west at UCLA, but right?
Yeah.
Yeah, UCLA.
Yes. Yeah, UCLA guy. Yeah, but I mean, but he comes from, I mean, it's still, he didn't do so bad with the team this year. I mean, they just didn't make it. But,
yeah.
You don't think so?
I mean, they do need a quarterback. After what
kind of quarterback do you think that they need then? Because I think that you're trying to say that they need a certain type of quarterback. So what kind of quarterback do you think?
Maybe gets a free agent, maybe a young, free agent quarterback. Maybe they should search for maybe a young free agent. Mm-hmm. I don't know who's out there, who's available, but
But we're not getting Kyler Murray, so I mean, we can forget about that. So that ain't happening. So what do you think? Someone else?
I mean, Dwayne Haskins is a hometown boy.
Oh, okay.
I covered him at Bullis. He's a hometown guy.
And what about him?
He would, like I say, he's a hometown guy, so he would get a lot of support.
Right. You know what? I think the Redskins made a mistake though this year too. Remember they released Hogan, the kid from Gonzaga.
Played at Gonzaga.
Yeah. And they released him, and then who picked him up? Somewhere out west picked him up. Was it?
Was it? I
49ers?
49ers.
I think the 49ers picked him up when really they should have. They probably should have held on to him because they definitely needed him, and I think that he would have probably done better than maybe Josh and.
Yeah, he was a solid. I saw him play in high school. He was a solid player, and he played at Stanford.
And I felt like the preseason games he was in was not bad. I was like, why are we getting rid of him? We may need him. Right. And then for both of our quarterbacks to go down?
Yeah.
You might have been a good fit with someone else.
What'd you say?
That happens a lot. You might have just been a good fit with another organization.
Really? I didn't really get to see him play, though, this year. Did you see him play with the 49ers? Did you see him, Brandy? No?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Brandy, we got to get ready to go soon. So tell me, what else should we be looking for from the Sentinel newspapers?
Well, playoffs.
Sports. What should we be looking for your newspaper to inform us
There's a big
about?
game on Wednesday. Richard Montgomery High School, Gaithersburg, Richard Montgomery are playing in a playoff game.
Okay.
I believe it's a region semifinal.
Okay.
But that's going to be a big matchup out in Rockville.
Out in Rockville.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 7 o'clock tip-off.
7 o'clock tip-off this weekend.
Tomorrow.
Oh,
actually.
tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who else? What else should we be looking for high school?
And we
What
got-
about? Hey, you didn't even mention the girl from McNamara, All American.
Oh, you're talking about the
What's her name?
McDonald's.
Yes.
McDonald's All-American.
Yes.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about?
I can't think of her name, but I know they have a McDonald's All-American.
Yeah, she's going. She already said she's going to go to NC State.
Okay.
So my daughter was telling me, a little bit about her, but she's awesome. I mean, she's helped them win tremendously.
Yeah, and
I heard she had something crazy, like almost 40 points.
St. John's
or
has the
something.
#1 girl in the country.
Who is that?
AZ Fudd.
Oh, really?
Everybody's recruiting her.
Everyone's recruiting her.
Yeah.
What year is she in?
Sophomore.
She's a sophomore.
And I think she's one of the top players in the country. Yeah.
Is she?
She's ranked as one of the top players in the country. Yes.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
And she's out of which one?
St. John's College High School in DC.
St. John's.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. We'll be looking out for some of these high school kids that you mentioned. This
There's a
guy
lot of talent.
right here.
A lot of talent.
Lot of talent here. Yeah, this guy right here, he is the
Guru, right?
guru of high school
sports.
sports in the DMV. He's also a good friend of mine. He keeps me informed. At least he used to. He used to be texting me all the time saying, Aaliyah, you need to be here. You need to be here. Go here with me. Go here with me. He doesn't even do that for me anymore, but that's okay. We're going to get back to that because I need to be at some more stuff. You know that.
I'll get
You
back. I'll hit you back.
Okay, you need to be texting me more and calling me and telling me where I need to be, Brandy, because I need that help again. But anyway, we've enjoyed having you.
Well, thank you.
Here.
I enjoyed coming out and supporting you and talking sports with you because we know we both love to talk sports.
I know. And Lawrence, we got to get to a Capital City go-go game. We can't do that. We kind of both had a little unforced errors, but we can't do that this week. I had a little emergency. You had a little emergency. So, all right, guys, don't forget each and every Tuesday right here at 6 p.m. It's your girl, Alina 7, right here with The Hustle. It's all about the hustle here, the grind, the effort, and finally, the results are right here where we do it all. Everything else in between. So join me each and every Tuesday, 6 p.m., WLVS Radio, listenvisionlive.com. And I'm your girl. I'll be right here talking sports like I usually do. We'll be doing some other things next week too. Don't know, but stay tuned. Also, follow me, Alina7, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Follow me and share the show. Good grief. Give some love. Okay? All right. I'll holler at you guys later. Bye. Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Fat Tuesday, everybody. Bye. Enjoy your evening. Tomorrow, give something up for Lent. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.